9 сентября, утро. Вид из окна отеля «Рэдисон». Тут кругом такие отели, такие здания, прямо страшное дело. Довольно красиво. А вон этот самый, то, что поляки называют дворец культуры. Но вообще это точно как университет на Ленинских горах или Министерство иностранных дел. Может, русские себе понастроили, думали, что всем остальным это тоже вещь первой необходимости. Вот. Но поляки этого не любят, здание это. Собственно говоря, поляки мало кого вообще любят. Себя-то и то не каждый день. Но это здание не любят точно. Вот это вот улица. Вот что-то ни одного поляка на улице нету. Куда они все подевались, не знаю. Вот это вид прямо на выход из отеля. А нет, вон идет какой-то полосатый. Вон какой-то в полосатом идет на той стороне. Вот, ну все, собственно, это вот все, что можно показать пока.
Named after our Pope, John Paul II. Here in the downtown, we can see buildings like residential districts from 60th, like the building here on the left side, and quite modern also. And a circle to the left. We have offices inside mostly ground floor. We have the restaurants, we have shops. On the right side, maybe if you will walk in the evening direction for Gospoda restaurant, you will see the very modern building. We also spire a little bit to see on the right side. Yes, with two spires on the roof. This building this year has got the first prize as the best offices building in the world. So something famous, yeah? And here we have the tram line direction, the main railway station, central railway station. And the first lights on the right. So on the left side again, yes. Look, yes, the soil, it's so expensive. So such old buildings they destroy just to build the skyscrapers, yeah? The developing of the city, and very slowly, please hold time. Then we turn to the right, the first building on the right, it will be the financial center. And in a moment you will see again the Palace of Science and Culture. Very interesting history, because till the Warsaw Uprising, so till the 1st August 1944, we had the normal streets on the square from east to the west. But the Stalin decided to give us a present. So they take away all houses. It was the chance to rebuild, and in 3 years was ready this building. We have inside Congress Hall, we have a palace for the young people, to theaters, we have exhibition centers and offices. In the 30th story, where we had the arcades, there we have the terrace and a nice view over the Warsaw without Palace of Science and Culture. And on the right side, we have the, again, skyscraper work of Daniel Libeskind apartment house, built there, the most expensive apartments there inside. Then on the right side, the first Hard Rock Cafe in Poland, mall, golden terraces. Quite on the right side, in a moment, you will see it was not so big as we have now, because the original way is the left side. Very famous before the war, because we had here theaters, cinemas, cabarets. They also used such a name for Warsaw, the Paris of the North. Very interesting building from the pre-war time will be on the left side. the brown one in a new Gothic style. Actually, inside we have the Italian Institute. Also statues. The idea was that on the square, the workers, after hard works at the factories, they had to relax. But you see, Stalin died 53 and 56. The sort of realistic style was over. So actually, we have just the parking space straight ahead. So now we enter, yes, a very nice flat inside, yes, I can say true. And also, yes, with the decoration, the idea was in the ground floor to have the shops. So some of them, the shops, they were built, but had to be just fountain and place to relax. We have the parking space on the both sides. Oh, we have such a, and please look at the corner on the left side, in the narrow street. Oh, we have some statues. So we have not God, no goddess like it was in the antique style, but we have just the workers, the miners, the peasants. Actually, also about 2 million inhabitants. We have a lot of students, so they have still holidays because our children and youth, they started primary and secondary school on the 1st of September. This year they got one more weekend, so they started on the 4th because the 4th was on Monday. So we have about here 300,000 students. We have not far from here the technical high school. We have university, we have medical university, and of course musician university named after Frederic Chopin. In front of us, the interesting place, the greenery. In the 19th century, this part of the city belonged to the in front of us Union Square, old buildings, mostly built at the beginning of 20th century. That time skyscrapers of the city, and the Gestapo was in the second street on the left side. The street survived. The Gestapo was at the building of the Ministry of Education. After the war, again we have there the Ministry of Education. In a moment we shall stop, and I will invite you, yes, for the nice walk through the Łazienki Park, and I will tell you the history of the site, about the buildings we have inside. So please don't forget to take a whispers. Let's go straight ahead. The small square in front of the entrance, behind the lights, straight ahead.
Let me tell them. Eva, please switch off your...
Yes. Stay straight here, because you see we are not staying here. You go, yes. to another
Ladies
point.
and gentlemen, you will be walking about 40 minutes on foot through the park. So, and the bus won't be here. So
Like in the middle. Yes,
will
and
be
then
somewhere
yes, on
else.
the
You
other
don't know
side.
where. So please stay with your guide, otherwise
On the
you
other
do not
side,
find
yes,
the
you can
bus.
just go- have
You
the
walk
light
through
and
this
all the
beautiful park, take your cameras. I hope you can feed the squirrels.
You need a skateboard.
A lot of elements of flowers, of flora. So we have trees, we have flowers. This is the willow tree, because tomorrow on the Mazovia you will see a lot of willow trees, also in Żelazowa Wola. Monument destroyed by Germans 1940 after the war, rebuilt, and that's a pity that we are living. We're staying longer in Warsaw. On Saturday, during the summertime, so still the end of
Kiedy patrzę za siebie w tamte lata, co minęły, kiedy myślę, co przegrałam, a co diabli wzięli, co straciłam z własnej woli, a co przeciw sobie, co wyliczę, to wyliczę. Ale zawsze wtedy powiem, że najbardziej mi żal kolorowych jarmarków, blaszanych zegarków, pieszastych kogucików, baloników na druciku, motyli drewnianych, koników bujanych, cukrowej waty i z piernika chaty. Tyle spraw już mam za sobą, coraz bliżej jesień połowa. Już tak wiele przeszło obok, już jest co żałować. Małym rzeczom zostajemy, pamiętaniu wierni. Zamiast serca noszę chyba odpustowy piernik, bo najbardziej mi żal kolorowych jarmarków, blaszanych zegarków, pierzastych kogucików, baloników na druciku, motyli drewnianych, koników bujanych, cukrowej waty i z piernika chaty. Kolorowych jarmarków, blaszanych zegarków, pierzastych kogucików, baloników na druciku, motyli drewnianych, koników bujanych, cukrowej waty i z piernika chaty. Kolorowych jarmarków, blaszanych zegarków.
Jadą wozy kolorowe taborami, jadą wozy kolorowe wieczorami. Morze z liści spadających im powróży, wiatr cygański wierny kompan ich podróży. Zanim ślady wasze mgłami pozasnuwa, opowiedzcie mi, cyganie, jak tam u was jest.
U nas wiele i niewiele, bo w sam raz.
U nas czerwień, u nas zieleń, dzień las.
U nas błękit, u nas fiolet, u nas dole i niedole, ale zawsze kolorowo jest wśród nas. U nas błękit, u nas fiolet,
U nas dole i niedole,
ale zawsze kolorowo jest wśród nas.
la la ram ti do daj, tam daram ti do daj, tam daram ti do daj, tam daraj do daj, tam daram ti do daj, tam daram ti do daj, tam daram ti do daj, tam daraj do daj. Jadą wozy kolorowe taborami, ej cyganie, tak bym chciała jechać z wami. Będę sobie mieszkać kątem przy muzyce, będę słuchać opowieści starych skrzypiec. Ciepłym wiatrem wam podszyję stare płótno, co mi dacie, żeby już nie było smutno mi?
Damy wiele i niewiele, bo w sam raz.
Damy czerwień, damy zieleń, cień, blask.
Damy błękit, damy fiolet, damy dole i niedole, ale będzie kolorowo pośród nas. Damy błękit, damy fiolet, damy dole i niedole, ale będzie kolorowo pośród nas.
La la ram ti do dai, dam daram ti do dai, dam daram ti do dai, dam darai dam dai, dam daram ti do dai, dam daram ti do dai, dam daram ti do dai, dam darai dam dai. No i pojechałam z nimi na kraj świata. Wiatr warchocze mi rozplatał i zaplatał. I zbierałam dzikie trefle, leśne piki. I bywałam, gdzie rodziły się muzyki. I odwiedzam z cyganami chmurne kraje. I kolory szarym ludziom darmo daję dziś. Weźcie wiele i niewiele, bo w sam raz. Komu czerwień, komu zieleń, cień, blask. Komu fiolet, komu błękit, komu echo tej piosenki. Kim odjedzie z cyganami w czarny las. Komu fiolet, komu błękit, komu echo tej piosenki. Kim odjedzie z cyganami w czarny las. La la ram ti do dai dai, dam daram ti do dai, dam daram ti do dai, dam darai dam dai, dam daram ti do dai, dam daram ti do dai, dam daram ti do dai, dam darai dam dai. Ta-ra-ra-dai dum ding, ti-di-do-dai dum dai, dai-da-dai dum dai.
Hej, tam gdzieś na czarnej wody wsiada na koń kozak młody. Czule żegna przez dziewczynu, jeszcze czule z Ukrainy. Hej, 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 sokoły, oj, mijajcie góry, doły, dzwoń, dzwoń,
passengers during the Warsaw Uprising were from this school. Again, the greenery, one park more on the left side. Some nice houses, but they are still waiting for the renovation on the right side, built before the war, for the professors of the Technical High School Polytechnica. And on our way, we'll see also the Parliament House. So we have two chambers. We have same 460 deputies and Senate 100 senators. So in a moment, some buildings you can see on the right side, and also from the main street we can see. Also again here in the Ujazdowskie Alley, the part of the royal route, we have a lot of embassies. At the corner on the left side, the primary school, behind the German embassy. At the corner we have the French embassy. So this tradition from the Łazienki Park fans to make an outside exhibition was taken of some more institution and embassies. Like here, the French embassy has, yes, the exhibition has there. Then the Switzerland has Chinese embassy. Because it's easier if the people just walking, just stop for a moment, not to here on the left side. Yeah? During the First World War, it was the found in France the Blue Army of General Haller. We have also John Lennon Street, the other one here on the left side. Your neighbors, Canada on the right side with Maple Leaf. Na prawo, we turn to the right, to the main street, Ujazdowskie Alley, and again park area, Ujazdowski Park. Just at the corner on the right side, this is the Hungarian embassy, and at the corner, Switzerland, and close to Switzerland we have United States of the America on the left side. Nice building, not exactly. Look here, yeah? And then very slowly, on the right side, Ronald Reagan. And narrow street at the end, we have the Parliament House. On the state buildings, we have always the Polish flag. This is the white, red. Bulgarian embassy, we have, yes, Lithuania, and Ujazdowskie Alley. And again, we have on the both sides all buildings, because the German used to the last moment this part of the city as the residential part. And the second, on the right side, we have the Sheraton Hotel, the Rosa building, also 200 years old. Inside we have the Institute for the Blind People. So now we have on the right side the building. On the left side we have the Ministry of Developing. And slowly we are coming to the city center. We are coming to the palm tree, but this is the artificial palm tree. We are coming back to the Jerusalem Alley. At lights we turn right over the bridge over the Vistula River. You have in Washington White House. We have also White House. It will be on the right side. So we, the people from Warsaw, we use this name for the Communist Party as seat. Everything changed. Actually, they sell the Ferrari cars, yes, in the ground floor. Charles de Gaulle Monument and Charles de Gaulle Square. So just to have an impression how looks Vistula River in Warsaw. We go on the other side of the Vistula River. On the right side we have the two museums. First, this is National Museum, and the second one, Military Museum. This bridge originally was built in 1914. After 1 year destroyed by Russians as they escaped from Warsaw, rebuilt, destroyed again during the Second World War, and rebuilt again. So this is the longest bridge in the city, named after Prince Joseph Poniatowski, decorated with such a towers in new Renaissance style, and the coat of arms of Warsaw. We have the mermaid, and we shall meet mermaid on our way. We shall meet mermaid on the market square, and also on the shore of the Vistula River.
А, тут нет реки. Я смотрю, мост без реки, что ли? Или есть?
Altogether, we have the 11 bridges in the city. On the left side, just only for the railways, and behind we have the hospitals, so very noisy. Nothing to do, you see, it's happened. So, and then quite new bridge, hanging bridge. And we drive, yes, not to use the same bridge, we drive also there.
Białystok. Тоже еврейский город.
And we name the street along the Vistula like Wisło Strada. And slowly. Look on the right side. Probably the architect was a little bit drunk. Look at the facade. Well, we have some offices inside, also the private apartments with the private beach, and on the both sides, Vistula River. Vistula River. We have the train, yes, to the suburbia.
It's the same river that I saw at Krakow.
Yes, in Krakow, yes, I told our people, yes, it's flowing from the south through our country. Then we turn to the right, yes, we have the street down. As I told you, this is the new stadium, 2012 horse ready. We use it not only for sport, but also we use yes for entertainments, concerts, as was Madonna in Poland. She was playing here. We use also for the fairs.
Madonna?
Yes, Madonna was here, yeah.
Not Matka Boska.
Not Matka Boska here. Not Matka Boska, yes. Yes, we see also the same, yes, Madonna. Look, there are still trees, yes, broken after the last stormy weather.
Погода сегодня потрясающая, кстати.
Oh, Taberna Patris, so the Greek one. Is the donkey, Taberna Patris. And we drive straight ahead to the end and then to the left.
По-моему, они называют этот дворец.
Also on the right side, quite yes, on the right side we have this Nicolaus Copernicus Center. Slowly, please. Then we have the boulevards, and then we can see the royal castle with the red roof, and the shape one. This is the cathedral, the old town. So the boulevards we have quite new. They opened this part this year. And then in a moment now we turn to the left. So we have at the shore on the left side the mermaid statue. We have the copy of this monument, yes, and also the picture of Krystyna Krachelska and the Warsaw Uprising Museum. There's such a fountain, green area, and entrance to the second line metro. We have in Warsaw only two lines. One, the first from south to north, and the second under the Vistula River. So here we have also the entrance. Letter P with anchors, so fighting Poland from the Second World War. On this territory on the right side we have ruins of electric power station, yes, they were fighting inserted for this building. And the name of the district along Vistula, Polish Po Wiśle, so along Vistula. So the down part, yes, we have like a fortress Then from the 17th century, we have the facade, Ostrogski Palace, and quite modern inside. And also inside we have the National Institute of Frédéric Chopin. Behind the building on the slope we have the Musician University, the modern building. To the right and then to the left to the main street. Also on our way some old buildings which survived Second World War, and we'll pass also the hospital for our children. So in front of us at the corner the new part, from the other side the old part. Dziecko is child. Warszawski Szpital dla Dzieci. Warsaw Hospital for Children. Easy Polish language.
Для нас точно easy.
I'm sorry, but always at the weekend, yes, the most beautiful part of the royal route is closed just yes for money in our pockets. On the left side again, money, money, money. This is the Polish National Bank, also with the Polish flags and letter P. The building, the modern building, this was before the war the highest building in the city. Prudential Insurance, and we have on the left side square to commemorate Warsaw Uprising. There we have also the oldest shop with sweets, Bedel Factory Shop. In a moment on the left side will be the building in the past belonging to the credit society. So the people, they got the money in a classical style, but they left the part as the ruins on the left side. At the corner actually we have the ethnographical museum inside. So look here, they left so just to commemorate how it was destroyed. And behind this building on the left side we have the big evangelic church, second half 18th century, destroyed, rebuilt. Great acoustic. If they are playing mass of Mozart, they are playing at this church. And also young Frederick was playing there in front of Tsar, and he got the diamond ring from Tsar. The next building in the classical style, this is the National Gallery. And then we have the square named after Marshal Piłsudski, and on the left side we have the Saxon Garden, and under the arcades of Saxon Palace we have the tomb of the unknown soldier. Very slowly and then to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, we turn to the left, but straight ahead at the end we have the church, Visit Nuns Church. At this church the young Chopin was playing organ, because at the Saxon Palace it was the secondary schools, so as they moved from Żelazowa Wola, and also the family Chopin was living. So for the pupils from the school, the Holy Mass on Sunday was at the church over there, yeah? Also original was not destroyed. On the right side, the building, this is the part of the Ministry of Defense. Again on the right side you have the monument to commemorate Marshal Piłsudski, tomb of the unknown soldier with the guards and the fire, and the cross to commemorate our Pope, as he was the first time in Poland 1979 as the Pope, of course. So we celebrate Holy Mass as he died on the square. The modern architecture, offices inside, Metropolitan. And then quite on the right side you have the Bristol Hotel, behind Presidential Palace, and the palace just in the street. This is the biggest stage in Europe. 1,500 people we can have here there. If they are playing Carmen, we have the horses on the stage. On the right side, ballet school, and we turn to the left. In a moment, you will see the main entrance to the opera house with the beautiful facade decorated with columns and quadriga on the top. The Theatre Square on the left side. Opposite Opera House, so we have the wide building rebuilt after the war. Before the war and during the war we had the town hall inside. Actually we have the banks and the small palace, Plank Palace, the yellow building. So we turn to the left. In a moment you will see the main entrance to the Opera House. And on our way to Ghetto, so we will be there in 5 minutes. So first, ladies and gentlemen, I will take you, yes, to the building of the museum to give you a chance, yes, give you 15 minutes time to use the restrooms, and then I will continue just telling you about the ghetto, about the Jewish people and the uprising in Ghetto 43. Prosto, straight. So the Opera House is on the left side statue. This is the father of the Polish opera, Moniuszko. On the right side we have also National Theatre and father of the Polish theatre, Bogusławski. Main entrance beautifully decorated. In the classical style. We have two types. The small one we have seen in Łazienki and the huge one from 19th century. On the right side one more Catholic church, St. Andreas. On our way we have one more Catholic church on the left side, Franciscan church, and one palace more, Blue Palace. Especially our guests will visit today in the afternoon. We now remember, please, about the Blue Palace connected with the King August II, the strong one. Also we have actually the seat of the Jewish theater in the building on the left side. And we are going to the Bank Square. Again, works of Antonio Corazzi. Two palaces, the first bank, the first stock exchange. Actually inside we have the museum, we have the exhibition gallery and also the site for the Chopin concerts. And in two palaces we have the town hall of Warsaw. So again on the top we have the Polish flag. Tram is coming, so we have on the left side is standing, yes, our poet, Julius Słowacki. It was trio, Słowacki, Mickiewicz and Krasiński. In a moment will be entrance to the town hall on the left side. And on the right side, is it just skyscraper, the blue one? But I will come to this side, being in the ghetto, because here was standing the great synagogue, destroying as the symbol as the Germans defeated uprising in ghetto in 43. The colors of Warsaw, yellow, red. And we enter the district Murano. On the right side we have the museum, archaeological museum. Before it was this arsenal, so just they kept the weapons there. And one work more of Antonio Corazzi, this palace, the headquarters of police. We turn the first street to the left. On the right side among trees we have the monument to commemorate Battle for Monte Cassino, May 1944. General Anders, so the street named after him.
Novolipki.
Novolipki, yes, Novolipki. The sisters from Novolipki, yeah? Novolipki, it was the name of the village. They were first the sisters, they moved here to Warsaw. Novolipie, Novolipki. So we are in the former ghetto area.
My final list.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a moment we shall stop. We have in the museum the security control. So please leave the big bags here on the coach. It's everything safety. Toilets are free of charge. And then I will tell you some about the monuments and we return to our coach. Which students and pupils, they are obliged to come, yes, to Poland just one in the life. So on the left side we have this monument, like a big a gas chamber on the cattle wagon, and then gravestone. Yes, over we have the broken tree. Because going to the Jewish cemetery, you have no faces of the people. Yes, we have only the symbols. And the fallen trees, it means the people, they died, yes, some just by accident or were murdered. And then on the wall we have just the surnames, alphabetic, from A, from Annabelle, till Jet, till Janetta. We can move a little bit, yes. Yeah, over there. So now we can see it better. And ladies and gentlemen, two buildings on the both sides of the street survived because it was part of the street they closed and made the square for overloading. And then before two buildings in front of us, they between two buildings they built additional part of wall. On the left side was the hospital, Jewish hospital, and on the right side SS Commando. This is the same shape of the street as it was before, because as they rebuilt totally and built the new here residential district, they used the old names, but not of the same side. Okay, we can drive. So the second monument we will see on our way in a moment. It will be this to commemorate the Polish citizens murdered in the east. And also we have the third one, the huge one, commemorating Warsaw Uprising. The people from Warsaw, the insurgents, the soldiers, they were waiting for their own monument 45 years and for Museum 60. Actually, we have just a small group, less than 1,000. The commander, General Ścibor-Rylski, this year 100 years old. So as we celebrated the anniversary on the 1st of August, she told the farewell speech to us. We are crying, believe me, yes, because just looking at the men, yes, they were. And here very slowly, yeah? So we have the sleepers with the names, we have Vorkuta, we have the other sides, yes, the people they were working at the salt mines, at the coal mines, then also on the fields. A lot of them died on the way because they were put on the cattle wagons. On the left side, one more Catholic church and monastery. They heal the people with the herbs, yes, so herbal treatment we have. And then in a moment on the right side will be the Chinese embassy. So on the right side we have the former ghetto area, on the left side the new town, New Warsaw, erected in 15th century. But only the part was rebuilt, only the old town was totally rebuilt. And then we have the Supreme Court in front of us, very modern building, decorated with the columns. We have, yes, the Libra, the symbol of justice, and then the Roman law. So in a moment we enter the square named after noble family Krasiński. On the right side it will be Krasiński Palace, built by Tillman from Cameron, the end of 17th century. Actually, as rebuilt, we have the National Library, the old manuscripts, we have the Pegasus horses, and we should stop between two lanterns, yes? We have sign, yes, forbidden to turn to the left.
Ewa, zapomnij, my wychodzimy pod mostem.
Tak, pamiętam.
Dobrze.
We shall stop just for a moment here. On the left side, you will see the monument to commemorate Warsaw Uprising, two parts. The huge one, they are fighting in the city. You can see Home Army soldiers, insurgents in helmet, also civils, also nurses, and columns decorated, yes, with a letter P with anchors fighting Poland, and on the columns, yes, the names of the groups they were fighting. And the second part, that's a pity, it's not exactly to see. This is the entrance to the sewage. The original was here on the right side, because as they were surrounded by Germans, there was no chance to escape through the streets. If the people left in the old town, new town, they were murdered. The same happened to the people they were at hospitals. The nurses, doctors, and the people they were in the because it was just such a 12 years. We have the clock tower, we have the royal castle in the first floor. It was the Parliament House, and we continue. We go close to the cathedral, to the market square, to the market.
Teraz nie pora szukać wymówek, fakt, że skończyło się. Dziś przyszedł drugi, bogatszy i lepszy ode mnie i wraz z tobą skradł szczęście me. Jedną mam prośbę, może ostatnią, pierwszą od wielu lat. Daj mi tę jedną niedzielę, ostatnią niedzielę, a potem niech wali się świat. To ostatnia niedziela. Dzisiaj się rozstaniemy, dzisiaj się rozejdziemy na wieczny czas. To ostatnia niedziela, więc nie żaluj jej dla mnie. Spojrzyj czule dziś na mnie ostatni raz. Będziesz jeszcze dość tych niedziel miała, a co ze mną będzie, któż to wie? To ostatnia niedziela, moje sny wymarzone, szczęście tak upragnione skończyło się.
Ань, посмотри сюда. Крупная такая.
Как всегда, вот именно. Сколько раз просила. Крупно не делай.
Но зато ты сможешь это самое. Куда это мы пришли? А, это где пироги дают польские. Пирожки. А ну пустите нас на пирожки.
Старый клен стучит в стекло, приглашая нас с друзьями на прогулку. Отчего мне так светло? От того, что ты идешь по переулку. Отчего мне так светло? от того, что ты идешь по переулку.
Снегопад,
Снегопад,
снегопад давно прошел,
словно в гости к нам весна опять вернулась.
Отчего,
Отчего?
отчего так хорошо? От того, что ты мне просто улыбнулась. Отчего,
Отчего?
отчего так хорошо? От того, что ты мне просто улыбнулась. Погляди, погляди, погляди на небосвод.
Как сияет он безоблачно и чисто. Отчего?
Отчего,
Отчего гармонь поет? От того, что кто-то любит гармониста. Отчего?
отчего,
Отчего гармонь поет? От того, что кто-то любит гармониста.
They built Russians.
So they brought contractors here just to build this.
Oh, we are leaving the old town again on the right side. We have the rebuilt royal castle, Sigismund column, the symbol of Warsaw. On the left side we have the St. Anne Church. One more we will see also in Wilanów, because for many years Wilanów was outside the city. It's situated, yes, from the city center, yes, it's 8 miles, so it's really far, far away. And it was also very, very good during the war, because as Warsaw was so destroyed, the palace in Wilanów survived. So you will see the original Baroque palace from 17th century. Again, the Nike statue on the left side.
Новолипки опять, смотри. Здрасте.
Налевки.
А вообще да. Я что-то новолипки увидел. Ха.
On the left side, between the trams lines, we have one palace more, belonged in the past to the famous noble family from Lithuania, Radziwiłł. You remember the sister of Jacqueline Kennedy married to the light and to the square on the left, yes? No? So it was the same, this noble family. No, on the left side, at the corner, the old building, it was the Jewish library. Actually, inside, we have the Jewish Historical Institute. And we turn again to the left, yes, to be on the Bank Square. Statue we have in Warsaw, this is the copy of the American one. So in a moment, I will show you, because you see we have to just to drive, not we can't stop there, but it will be on the right side. this lake, yes. I informed the travel agents that make this trace, yes. So Blue Palace on the left side. So I will tell more in Vilano. Then Saxon Garden on the left. And a little bit slowly. And now, ladies and gentlemen, on the right side, it will be Lubomirski Palace. And in front of this palace, we have Tadeusz Kościuszko monument. Now we have, yes, the flowers, like a puppy, and over there on the right side. Oh, you can see a little bit? Over there is standing, yeah? This is Tadeusz Kościuszko, the hero of two nations. Right? So we turn into the Grzybowska Street. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to say thank you to this group which will stay at the hotel. All the best to you. Thanks a lot for the attention. I do hope, yes, it was just the first introduction to our capital, to our city, this really hero of the cities, yeah? Because, as I told you, the half of the inhabitants were murdered or died during the Second World War. Yeah. Again, we have the downtown, we have this Golden Terraces Mall, then we have main railway station, Marriott Hotel, and down we have the Jerusalem Alley with this artificial palm tree at the end, yeah? On the right side, we have that part, the oldest part of the medical university and the first hospital from 19th century. Ministry of the Communication on the left side. We can say that this part of the city belonging to army, no? Because in a moment, now on the left side we have the technical high school, and the next building on the left side, this is the Ministry of Defense, built before the war, and they built also very clever the houses for soldiers, yes, for workers, yes. What's going on? Understand me. Hello?
Я сегодня столько наснимал видео, ты знаешь. Мне кажется, это все будет интересно потом смотреть очень. Может быть, даже не кому-то, а нам с тобой точно.
On the right side, we have the new building of the National Library. Lights, and we turn to the left. we turn to the left, and in a moment you will see the Rosa building with the very interesting roof, yes? Like pyramid, yeah? This is also before the war was built. This is the seat of the High School of Commerce. Oh, students clap on the left side. And we were in the morning, yes? Do you remember this modern building? And then we went to Agenki Park, but from the other side. Union Square, and no more. It's to the right. This thing church, evangelic one.
Yeah, you may as well sit here. Same price. Там проехать невозможно, ужас.
Please keep to the left, because we turn to the left. Okay, we are lucky. We have the green one.
Oh, every traffic light it's
Ah.
red. Maybe.
No chance for us. Up today they built, because as I remember we had here fields, meadows, and small gardens here on the right side.
Чего? Датчики.
It's amazing how green is everything.
Гора Кальвария.
Yes, in July, August we had just mixed weather, very hot or rain for some days, but heavy rain. So still we have yes green trees.
Right.
In a moment will be summer over, it will come autumn and winter. The time is running so quickly.
You're right.
Yeah.
But in autumn it is probably also very beautiful. With all
Normally, before, as I was young, we have like in United States, we have the Indian summer, also the same with the beautiful colors. But in the last years, it was so dry. Then September, no leaves, no colors.
Мы там проезжали, видел, как бы там был указатель гора Кильвария. Это небольшое местечко под Варшавой, где родился Вольф Мессинг. В кино вот в этом это хорошо показано. перерывы. Вот делаю перерыв.
Zatem, szanowni panowie, kto ma wziąć dowodzenie nad zjednoczonymi wojskami? Lepiej zamknąć wasze bajek tam nie opowiadali.
Z tego jesteście znani, że w większości to bitwy przegrane.
Opowiadałam, bo ja mam gości ze Stanów, że bardzo piękna aktywność muzeum, że właśnie macie teatr, przedstawienia, wszystko się dzieje.
No to żywa prawda.
Żywa prawda.
We're having a little dance.
Nie bój się.
Zapraszamy.
Oj, ładnie.
Rękę proszę podać. Trochę kucnę.
Dobrze?
No to trochę nóżką nalałem.
Tak?
O, dziękujemy pięknie. Dziękujemy.
O, jak się kłania.
Aha, jak się pije. Och, jaka piękna.
O.
Ja mam trochę.
Szanowni Państwo, witamy serdecznie
Teatr
wszystkich Państwa.
Royal Theatre. Dziękujemy pięknie.
Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. And on the farm he's got a cow. E-I-E-I-O.
There's some cows here. I don't see any. It's somewhere else.
Он такой когда-то был, он где-то услышал об этом. Ему, значит, днем перед сном Рахиля песню пела. Он говорит, пой мне это самое. И-я-и-я-ё.
On the right side, this is the social insurance. So if we are working officially, we have to pay the social insurance. So very often it's just over than 30% of the salary we get. But as we are retired, the pension is not so nice.
Why you don't get it back and it does not grow or what?
Она глухая, по-моему, ты знаешь?
In a moment, on the left side will be gray building built of gray bricks with the red roof, belonging to the church. The nuns of Lord of Wisdom, Praga district. And we drive on the right side. I hope we can. On the left side, we have the monument to commemorate our pilots. Here, in the year 1929, was the first airport. And then we turn the main street to the right. Project of Daniel Libeskind, and on the right side again the Ministry of Defense, built before the war, they used up to date, and on the left side residential part, yes, for the army, for the officers, under officers, for generals we have villa. And on the right side, the part of the Technical High School Polytechnica. Still straight ahead. On the right side, Ministry of the Communication. On the left side, part of the also medical university and the oldest hospital from the 19th century, just the old buildings at the corner. Railway station on the right side, Jerusalem Alley, and in 5 minutes we are at the Radisson Hotel.
Наш отель на левой стороне. Сейчас, подожди, может быть и нет, может ты и права.
After this.
Этот вечер был для нас, точнее для меня, немножко особенный, так как мы пошли искать то место, не скажу улицу или дом, их уже давно нету, там, где жил мой папа и его семья до войны. Ничего, конечно, не осталось, все новое. Названия улиц только, некоторые сохранились. А вот, кстати, эта улица, где мой папа жил, на Левке 33. Вот этот адрес. Это было... Во время войны это было Варшавское гетто. Здесь жили люди, здесь было очень много людей. Вот это место, где стоял дом. Совсем сейчас стоит другой. Вот этот дом. Вот эта улица, как бы. Вот где-то на этом месте это было. Но где, сейчас уже никто не узнает. Это очень тяжело уже определить. Тем не менее, очень emotional, очень мне это было интересно. И мы искали долго, но нашли, как ни странно. Нашли и пришли, и мы вернулись, называется. Так что вот так. Это хорошее дело. Все на этом.